So this is Zac Runyon, and this is Marshall's Cutting Edge. This is a new music show. I have Taylor Napier here with me. She has a group called the December Alleys, right? Correct?
Yes.
Taylor? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Sweet. Now, help me out a little bit because I know I've known you for a while, and I want to call it a group, but for the most part, you just play alone, right?
Right. I guess it's kind of like Owl City or, the Almost or bands like that where it's like kind of a sole member, but you don't really want to go by your name. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. I
So,
totally understand you. So, I may know you, but I'm sure none of our listeners exactly know you as well as I do. So if you want, maybe tell us a little bit about yourself and your group, maybe how long you've been playing.
Yeah, my name's Taylor, and I am from Milton, and I still reside in Milton, kind of looking around maybe for a new place to reside. But I've been playing for a good 10 years. I've been playing guitar and kind of been playing out for the past 5 or so years, and just with different groups. I've played a little with the Turnaround and with Karen Spurlock, who I think you interviewed just the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, I've been doing that just in the area and been traveling a little bit, and yeah.
Wow, 10 years. I've been playing for about 5 or 6, but that is not consistently. So I am definitely not as good as what you're going to be when you play a little bit later. But, that 10 years, did you start with guitar?
Yeah, well, actually, my parents started me out in, kindergarten with piano, and I just got kind of bored with it.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have stuck to it now, but yeah, I got bored with it, and I just really wanted something that I could just, strum, just
Exactly.
get all my emotions out. And,
Yeah.
And so I picked up a guitar around 8 years old and just went from there.
Wow. I have a 9-year-old brother, and he can use an iPad, but for a guitar, no. He can't do that at all. So, Taylor, you said that, you like to strum out on the guitar and everything. Does that, portray to the music you play nowadays? Are you loud and in your face, kind of music?
Not quite. I've always actually had this secretly, wanting to be in a hardcore band, actually.
Yes.
Because so many of my friends are in hardcore bands. But no, I don't exactly do that. More of a singer-songwriter folk sound.
Yeah, sweet. So why don't you tell us about one of your favorite songs that you've written lately?
Yeah, I wrote the song that I'm going to play next. It's called Beauty in the Badlands. And I wrote it right around a year ago, actually started writing it, and just finished it about a month ago, actually. And that's kind of how the songwriting process is for me. It just takes a while. But this song actually was written from a place called the Badlands in South Dakota, where I visited around this time last year. And it really changed my outlook on life and just kind of, how we live our everyday lives. And I don't know, it's such a weird place, and if you've never heard of it, look up pictures and you might understand. I don't know.
Wow, that's some really deep things there. Being a musician, I can imagine, though, that really ties into your music. Actually, I have been out to South Dakota, so I'm a little bit familiar with the area. But when I was there, it actually snowed, so I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Really awkward because
it's mostly flat, but then you get to the Badlands and it's
just all crazy.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Zac Runyon, and we have December Alleys with us, and we're going to take a quick break, and whenever we come back, Taylor's going to play Beauty in the Badlands for us. Thank you. Stay tuned.
I'm stuck in this house. I have nothing to do. My roommate's driving me insane, and if I hear one more bad song on the radio, I'm going to be sick. Help!
Listen here, son, you need to get out the house and find something fun to do. Why listen to bad music when you can play the music you love? That's right, 88.1 WMUL's looking for DJs. Just call 696-6640 or stop by the Communications Building, room 204. Right on Marshall's campus next to Smith Hall. You know the DJs always get the ladies. Isn't that right, ladies?
Say what?
Maybe not always, but you know what they say. WMUL's one bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
Just talking about WMUL.
88.1.
That is the one you like, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, can you dig it?
Treat me with understanding.
Treat me with respect.
Drug and alcohol addiction is an equal opportunity disease.
Treat me without judgment.
Individuals in recovery come from all walks of life and deserve to be treated with respect for winning one of the hardest battles there is.
Treat me with courtesy.
Treat me with humanity.
Alcohol and drug addiction deserves proper treatment. For drug and alcohol information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP.
For those of you who just tuned in, I'm Zac Runyon, and this is Marshall's Cutting Edge Show. We have Taylor Napier here with us today, and she's just written a song for us. She actually finished about a month ago, and she's about ready to play it. So take it away, Taylor. Beauty in the Badlands.
From the east and set out to the west. Is this in my dreams, or is it all a test? And though the ground is weak and crumbles underneath, oh, this barren land has begun to grow on me. Oh, 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 there's beauty in these badlands. There's beauty in these badlands. Thumbprints press the soil and form the landscape's breath. And as they shape the earth, they shape this wandering guest. And the sun is finally set, yet the shadows tag along. In the morning when I rise, they'll be there but not for long. Oh, 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 there's beauty in these badlands. There's beauty in these badlands. There's beauty in these badlands.
Wow, I'm the only one clapping, but I'm the only one here besides Taylor. But that was awesome. That was great.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, I mean, you can feel the emotion behind the song, just the lyrics and everything, and just the tone of you singing that was just almost spine tingling. I mean, can you just share with us a little bit of that emotion that's powered behind that while you're playing it?
I mean, I think a lot of it is just whenever I first stepped out of the car and stepped onto the soil of the Badlands, I was a little bit creeped out by it. It's just like, it's like there's flat grassland, prairies, like prairie dogs and stuff, and then there's just this like clay and dirt and like just jagged rocks coming out of the earth, and just kind of like almost a canyon, but it's crazy. And I think just finding the beauty in the landscape and everything that goes with that is just kind of the emotion behind it. Wow.
I mean, you know, we all see different things every day, but some people never stop to actually look and admire those features of the land, you know, whether it be good or bad, whether it's beautiful or desolate. And I just think it's really awesome with the inspiration behind that song. So that was your most recent work. So how long ago did you write other songs? Or
about a year ago. Me and my friend Laura, who is in Nashville right now, actually studying music at Belmont. She's pretty awesome. She plays violin.
Yes.
Yeah, she's great. About a year ago, we kind of wrote like 4-ish songs, and recorded them in our friend's basement right before we left for this huge cross-country trip.
Best sound quality.
which was where we saw the Badlands together, and we went all the way as far as Seattle and then came back to West Virginia. So we just kind of wanted to record some music to pass along the way as we traveled.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a lot of traveling on far ways across the country from here. How old are you, Taylor?
I'm turning 19 next month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost 19, and you've already traveled across the country, and you found these emotional insights within nature and just, you know, new levels that other people don't even think about. I mean, it's just really, it's really awesome to just think about that kind of talent that musicians have, such as yourself. But as we were saying about some of your older stuff, what would you say is one of your favorite tracks?
I think probably a song called Coffee Shop Therapy is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
It's titled that mainly just because I like coffee. It's
Yes.
actually not about coffee at all. But I guess it fuels most of my writing, so maybe that was the inspiration.
Totally. I mean, whatever gives you the energy to stay up late and write down, you know, just that one last lyric or the chord for that song. That's definitely inspiring. So this song, you played it with Laura then, right?
Yeah. Me and Laura wrote it together, and she wrote a violin part for it, and also sang some background vocals on it. So,
Wow, cool. And I take it that you've been friends for quite some time?
Yeah, me and Laura have been playing music together for about 4 years. Not as December Alleys, but just through different outlets and whatnot. And we've become really good friends. And like I said, went on a trip together last year. So, yeah.
Wow, awesome. It's sad that she can't be here with us
today. I know, it's so sad.
But I mean, you know, we got half of the puzzle, or I guess I should say a third, because there's a third member, correct?
Yes, her brother also plays with us sometimes, Matt Epling, and then also sometimes Jared Higginbotham plays with us. It's just kind of a little family of random people who sometimes play and sometimes don't play. And that's the way I like it.
Yeah, it's basically like, you know, if you have that extra talent there, you throw them in. It's just it just makes for a good time. Enough of the talk. We're gonna get to the music. Taylor's gonna play Coffee Shop Therapy for us in 3, 2, 1.
Feeling like a sunset, changing with every glance. Like a cloud that has form and leaves with the wind. I'm driving all alone, following a sky of stars, wondering if not this what could make me happy. passes by with every second. Minutes of fame and hours of pain. Days spent like this. Somehow there's beauty in all of it. And this battle's already fought. This battle's already won. Loneliness must flee. 'Cause hope has overcome.
Yes, another sweet song. Gosh, I mean, I have a passion for guitar, so whenever I hear it, it just automatically just freezes me up. Absolutely, like I said before, spine tingling just to hear that, your voice and the guitar together. But you know, so like we said before, your other whether permanent or not, your other bandmates, you know, they're not here. So how would that song differ with or without them?
Actually, quite a bit. Well, maybe not to just the average listener, but yeah, every time I play it, I hear tambourine and
yes,
and Laura's background vocals and her little violin riff.
Oh yeah. I could definitely see the violin not being there. You know, just draw a different meaning when it is.
Yeah, it adds so much.
So, you know, we talked a little bit earlier about where, you know, Beauty in the Badlands, where that came from, that inspiration, a little bit of coffee shop therapy. But I completely forgot to ask you, your name, December Alleys, where did that come from?
Honestly, I really like December. I like the month of December. But it can also be somewhat depressing at times.
Yes.
Which also leads into good songwriting.
Oh, yes,
So
definitely.
It's like, I like December, it's depressing, and it's good for songwriting. So,
yeah,
you know, two good things, one bad. But it works. And then the alleys, I don't know, it just sounded good with it.
I mean, I guess you could be all philosophical and be like, you know, December's the depression, the alleys are the paths that you're on at the time. You know?
Yeah, like you can see the light at the end of the alley. I mean, I've tried to come up with some kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, just make them think that you're totally, you know,
yeah,
in
that
depth
I've thought about
it.
this so much, but honestly, it's just a name.
Something came up.
And I'm gonna mention this because I never have, but actually, Cody Christian, he does some design work in the area, and he's actually from Kentucky, but he's the one that helped me come up with that name, and I don't think I've ever given him credit, so.
Well, I mean, credit.
Good a time as any.
Yeah, better late than never, you know?
Yeah.
This is, you know, we got several people out there listening, so a lot of people now know that if they're paying attention, so it's pretty cool.
Thank you, Cody.
Yeah, shout out to Cody for doing that, because, you know, without that title, you never know, if you didn't have such a cool title, you may have not, you know, wanted to come out and play and everything.
It's possible. It's so possible.
So, you know, speaking of coming out and playing, do you have any, like, future shows set up?
Yes. Actually, I have March 2nd, I'm going to be playing in Charleston for an event that I've been very heavily involved with for a thing called Sustainable Williamson. And if you don't know about that, definitely look that up, sustainablewilliamson.org. It's just a new thing starting in Williamson, West Virginia, and they are wanting to make Williamson as sustainable as possible and just model Appalachian towns around that, and just to make our area, you know, more sustainable with the environment and with the economy and just jobs and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to be playing at that event, and then on April 14th, if I am correct, let me check here, April 13th, I'm going to be playing at Porch Unplugged in Huntington, West Virginia.
Ah, yes.
And that's going to be a special show with a guy named Matt Hectorn from Cleveland, Ohio, and Coyotes and Boxes, local Coyotes and Boxes. Yeah,
yes,
love those guys.
That's really cool. You know, I'm kind of new to the whole music scene, particularly in Huntington, but I have recently looked up Porch Unplugged, and I was trying to get details on it because I'd love to start going to the shows there.
It's a great thing. It's I believe it's every other Thursday, and it usually starts around 7. You know, people come in and out, and Joe is the guy who owns the house and sets everything up, and it's just a good time with friends, and if you go there, you're a friend.
Sweet. Those environments are always great.
Become a part of the family. So yeah, it's great.
You know, music just brings people together.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But actually, it's a little funny you mentioned Coyotes and Boxes because, well, like I said, this is all new to me, and I'm just trying to hit up as many bands as possible so I can hit this show with a new band every week. You know, to just give the listeners a new and fresh sound and something that's local that they may be able to relate to in some way or somehow. But I'm actually trying to get them on the show, so you know, here's hoping.
Yeah, they would be great for it.
Yeah, I checked out their music for the first time earlier, and I really, really liked it. I mean,
they put on a great show too. Put on a great live show.
I just can't wait. But you know, just speaking of all this shows coming up and your album, it just makes me want to hear more of your music. So we're going to do just that. We're going to let Taylor take a break from strumming those strings, let her rest her fingers, and we're going to play a song off her EP, actually, called Insomnia. So enjoy.
see your face. To be like the one I love. I want to be like the one I love. I want to be like the one I love. To be like the one I love.
Okay, so that was a great song we just heard there. It's actually one of my personal favorites. Just like in the beginning, the lyrics are just so simple and just things that are just right in front of our face. But I mean, you never think it could actually make a song so elegant as what you just performed.
Thank you.
So would you like to comment on any of that?
Yeah, I wrote this song, one of the first songs I wrote actually, and definitely the first song for this project. And it was just a song that kind of came to me in the wee hours of the morning / night, right around 5 a.m. I believe. And it's, you know, it's just opening our eyes to things that we don't normally, you know, look for in life. And I'm a big promoter of anti-sex trafficking, so I think a lot of, you know, the meaning of the song came out of that, and just, you know, realizing what's around us and keeping our eyes open for signs and things that just aren't right, and reporting if needed. So
yeah, wow, it's just it's crazy with all the undertones inside music, whether it be the lyrics or the notes behind the song. But sad to say, we're out of time. So if you need to contact Taylor, you can contact her at...
Yeah, we have a website. It's DecemberAlleys.com, and you can find the music on there and videos and a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, cool. And if you guys missed any of that last 5 seconds, or just didn't come through your radio because some old lady was yelling at you, you can follow me at RunZac on Twitter, and I will be tweeting information to follow up Taylor as well in December Alleys. Yeah, hopefully we can have Taylor back on the show, maybe even with the other band members.
Yeah, I would love that for sure.
We'll try to get you back on here as soon as possible. Hopefully, not to sound mean or anything, but hopefully it's a while away with all the other bands I'm hoping to line up and get on here.
Yeah, and hopefully by then Laura will be back in town in the summer and things like that. So.
Yeah, and we'll get to hear that violin sound with these in-depth songs. It'll be great stuff. But like I said, we're all out of time. So just to leave on one last note, I don't know if any of you listeners out there stuck with us throughout the entire show, or even if you came in about halfway through and were listening steadily. I never did mention a name for my show because I actually don't have one. So Taylor, any suggestions for a title of a show?
Sadly, I'm not that creative when it comes to radio things, so I guess I'll leave that to you.
I want something so punny. I'm going to come up with something genius, I promise, and I will make it. I will make it work. Okay, but I will be on here every Tuesday at 5:30 with hopefully a new live band every time. And I'd just like to thank Taylor for coming out today. Being with us, sharing that music and her insight on her music, and hopefully you guys enjoyed her music. So listeners, this is WMUL. I'm Zac Runyon, and we'll see you next week.